Hi guys, right, breakfast is gone, I've all done. I've taken my plates into the kitchen and I've got the washing up bowl soaking with all my cutlery in, so I'm going to do that in a second. Just going to fold the selfie stick up because I'm going up the garden with my first load of washing. Washing machine's on with its second load. So if I can pop this in the laundry basket again guys, just shorten the stick again. Do like I did earlier this morning, that's better. Hello, you coming up the garden then? Right, we're going up the garden with the first load. The sun is out, the sky's blue. Really nice, guys. Really, really nice. Oh. Right, I don't know what the time is. Let me have a look. Right, time now. It's 7:05 in the morning. I've been up since 5. This is lovely. I've had my breakfast. I'm going to do the washing up in a second. Just open the selfie stick up, guys. There we go. I'm going to stand this up the garden. Cool, the grass has really grown. We had that little bit of rain and the garden's really grown. I can't believe how quick that's come back. Right, where am I going to do this? I'm going to put this here, look. Extend the stick a little bit. Hopefully it won't fall over. I'll put it by the fence. So if it does fall over, it can't go anywhere. There, that's better. I'm going to get my washing. Right, here we go. So, next door's apple trees, absolutely full of apples. Look at this. You see all those apples? It's absolutely full of them. I love apples. I have an apple every day. Here you go, how's that? That's better. I can see you now. Right, let's get the washing on the line, guys. Right, that's the start of it. Here we go. I'll move this over a little bit more. There you go. I can't hear any planes this morning. It's unusual. I can hear the pigeons. You can see the really blue sky behind me. The sun's coming up in my face. Keep moving it along, guys. There you go. Right. There you go. I can hear a plane now. First plane I've heard this morning. And that one's not going to Stansted. That one's flying away. There's a high one. I can hear it, but I can't see it. Oops. There you go. It's not every day you stand here watching somebody hang out their smalls, is it? So we're getting onto the socks in a second, you'll be all right. Just bear with me. Oh, and again, try that again. There we go. Right, onto the socks. It's going to be a good drying day, I think, but they do forecast rain later on today. But I think it's this afternoon. So hopefully I should get this dry today. Sun's lovely and warm already. It's really warm. And and it wasn't a cold night last night. It was a really mild night last night. I did sleep well. I think I was just so tired yesterday. It'd been a long day. But really enjoyable. I wouldn't have missed it for the world. Right. Right, we are done, guys. I'll go and put the pegs back on the table. Right, we're done. I'll take the laundry basket back in. I'll need that for the next lot to come out. Snoop's down here waiting for me. They're both down here, look. Down there by the back door, if you can see them. Hiya, guys. Right, let's get in, guys. Go on, off you go. I can do that washing. Good boys, in you go. Right, the boys are in. They were just sat by the side of the house watching me. Come on, Snoop. Right, let me just put the lights on. I know I can hear you. I can hear you, fella. Right. I'll push the door too, so I've got somewhere for my selfie stick. Extend it up a little bit. There, how's that? Oh, I've gone blind now. Can't see. Oh. Right, let's get that washing done. Oh dear. Yeah. Right, hopefully it's going to be a little bit more of a restful day today. Still lots to do, but a bit more restful. Back into normal routine again. It's thrown me a little bit having the Friday off. It seems like today's a Sunday. Totally thrown me. Right, let's do those. There's not too much to do, guys. There wasn't a lot there last night. So what I think I'll do is once I finish this, I'm going to go upstairs, have my shave and do my makeup. Like I said, the time is about just gone 7. It's about 7:15 now. So if I get this done, get upstairs, it's going to be about 7:30. Have my shave, do my makeup. It's probably going to bring us around 7:45, 8 o'clock time. I don't know what time Skippy's intending on getting up, but there is no rush. I did say to her, she got up this morning. I got up and went into the bathroom, and as soon as I finished in the bathroom, then Skippy got up and she went to the bathroom as well, and she went back to bed. So yeah, she can have a relaxing day. We both got tired yesterday. We were both yawning last night. But a cracking day. What a cracking weekend this is going to be. Oh, one more cup. Do that now. When I come down, I'll probably have a cup of tea, and I need to get that fridge freezer out, so I'll do that as well when I come down. But get my makeup and everything done first. So. This is that relax. I don't know, it's just me, I'm always dull, but whenever I do the washing, it's just so relaxing. I just get so relaxed doing this. Maybe I ought to do this as a job. It could be the most relaxing job in the world for me. I just enjoy washing up. I forgot to put my apron on, haven't I? Just realised I'm not going to do it now. I'll be careful. I'll take it slow. So what's happening next weekend? I've got to do a service to my ex's car for her. This is something I knew was coming up. Every year the MOT comes up. It's the same time that the service is due. So when she told me that the MOT was coming up, I said to her, we'll just get the MOT done, book it in and get it done. I said, if it fails, I'll sort out the bits it's failed on and I'll do a service to it. Well, it sailed through its MOT. And so she told me, was it last week? No, it's the week before. She said, all my service lights just come on. I said, okay, well, I'll get the bits, which I have. I've got one more bit to turn up yet, which I think should be Monday, but I had a delivery yesterday with some bits that I wasn't expecting, so it might turn up early, but I won't do it until next weekend. I will give her a call and make sure that the car's available for next weekend so I can nip up there and do that. It's only a service, it's all straightforward. So I can do that and get that out of the way. I did my chimney the other week, didn't I? I did my kingpins and idle speed control valve, so I've done some bits on my car as well. So I've been getting these things sorted out as and when they need doing. It's worked out really well. I used to, when I was a lot younger, I used to look after people's cars for them, and I used to call them PJs, private jobs. And I don't do it now. I haven't done it for years and years. I gave up when I went to Colchester Toyota. So I left, where did I leave? It was 2003. I started Colchester Toyota, and the money was so good. I was earning so much money. It was a really well paid job. I was on as a diagnostic technician, and I was raking in, absolutely raking in. And I decided then that that was a good time to stop doing private jobs. I didn't need the money, so it was a case of getting some of my life back, because I was working 7 days a week back then. I was working at the garage 5 days a week, and then I was working every weekend on private jobs. I'd also do some private jobs during the evenings sometimes as well, so it was full on and I was working all the time. But when I got the job at Colchester, the money I got was so good that I decided that was my chance to stop doing the private jobs. And so I did, I stopped doing them. And it was so lovely to be able to go home and have a weekend doing what I wanted to do, not having to do other people's cars all the time. And the phone ringing all the time. Whenever I was at home, the phone would ring, it'd be somebody saying, oh, I've got a problem with my car, can you have a look at my car? And that's something that stopped me from drinking. When I was younger, I used to go down the pub, have a drink, have a few pints, and I'd usually do about 5 nights a week. I'd be out drinking. Not big time drinking. I've never been able to drink a lot of alcohol, but usually a couple of pints, and that's about my lot, guys, because I just can't hold my liquor. It's possibly because I'm such a slim build and it just goes straight to my head. My head starts to swim. So I was never a big drinker. But the problem I found was that whenever I went down my local pub to have a drink, you'd always get somebody come up and say, oh, I've got a problem with my car, do you think you could have a little look at it for me? And it got to the point where I didn't want to go out drinking, because I knew every time I went down the pub, somebody would come up to me and want me to look at their car. And what that did was that drove me away from my local pub, and I started going to more rural pubs, because it was people who didn't know me and I could go out for a drink and enjoy myself. But then you've got the issue of, if you were drinking and driving, don't forget I only used to drink 2 pints, and these were shandies, guys. I didn't drink beer. I drank shandy, so I'd have 2 pints of shandy, so about a pint of beer and a pint of lemonade. So I'd go out and do that, but it got to the point where I thought, well, it's just not worth the risk, drinking and driving. I can't afford to lose my licence, so I just stopped. I literally just stopped going out. So that's sort of when I really went teetotal almost, because I didn't need the drink. It was a social thing. I was going out to be social and meet other people, and it was a way of meeting up and having a good time. But I was never somebody who just drunk myself silly every night. I couldn't do that. 2 pints of shandy and I was anybody's. You know, my head started to swim and I'd think, oh no, I don't need any more. So that's what stopped me from drinking. So yes, so I started to work at a place called Colchester Toyota. I worked there for 5 years, from 2003 to 2008. I worked on Toyotas. I really enjoyed it, but then I got made redundant. We went into a recession. The work just totally dried up. It went dead quiet, and the garage started laying staff off. They started on the office side, getting rid of office workers, and then they still said that they got to thin the staff even more, and they were going to change the working rota. They were going to change. We used to work a 4-day week, but it was you might work Monday, Tuesday, and have Wednesday off, then go back to work Thursday, Friday, and they worked all day Saturday as well, but I wouldn't do that. It depends on what rota you're on. So they worked 6 days of the week the garage was open. They were never open on Sunday, but you'd have at least 3 days off every week. But it was always broken up. It was never, you didn't get 3 days straight off. You didn't get like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off. It'd be odd days. You might have 2 days at work, 1 day off, then another 2 days back at work, and then you got the weekend, and that's how it worked. It was a really good system, but when the work dried up, they decided they were going to stop that, go back to a normal 5-day week, and that way they could thin the staff out. So that's what they did. They lost 5 members of workshop staff, and I put in for it because I knew I could walk straight into another job. And so I took the redundancy, and then I went and worked for independent garages from 2008 to 2015. So 7 years on independent garages. That's what I'd call Fred in the shed. These little backstreet garages where you work on everything and anything, be it a lawnmower or a truck. You worked on anything, guys. And that's really good experience. If you haven't done it, it's good experience. And then you can realise how easy you have it when you work in a main dealership, because main dealerships in theory have got all the equipment, they've got the best equipment, everything works, you've got the diagnostic capacity of working out electrical faults on vehicles, whereas the independents, you haven't got that backup. You know, you haven't got half the tools you need. The equipment you have to amend to make things work, and when it comes down to the diagnostic side, you're working blind. You're trying to trace faults and you don't know what you should be getting, and you've got to try and work it out, and that's hard. That is a lot harder than working at a main dealership. You relied on the internet greatly for your research. You'd research a fault, you'd be looking it up on the internet, trying possible fixes, and yes, it was difficult. But that's all part of being a diagnostic technician. But then I got away from that because I thought I'd had enough of that. Being a diagnostic technician, you get problem jobs all the time. And if you don't diagnose it right, guys, and you order up £1,000 ECU to sort a car out, and it doesn't cure that fault, the customer's not going to want to pay that £1,000 for that part that you fitted to their car. And the problem is, when you fit those parts to the car, you can't take them off and send it back. Once you've ordered it, you've got to have it. So you've got to diagnose it correctly to start with. So you have to be really careful what you do and try and get it right first time. It isn't easy. I know people say, oh, it'll tell you on your diagnostic equipment what the fault is. No, it won't. It might give you some information, but it doesn't say replace this, replace that, and it will cure it. It doesn't say that. You have to interpret the information it gives you to diagnose the fault. So it's not straightforward. Right, got to do the dog's dishes. I'll just do those now. I'll do those freehand, and then I'm going to get myself upstairs and have a shave, and do my makeup. Then I can come down, I can get that fridge freezer out. Once I've got the fridge freezer out, I'm going to celebrate with a cup of tea. Right. I keep getting messages on my Gumtree, because I've put some items on Gumtree. I keep getting lots of messages coming up all the time. I have to keep reading, that's why I keep stopping and looking, guys. Oh, lovely. This is nice. Ooh, I'm steaming up. Right, we're done. Right, I'm going to flick that kettle on again, just to get plenty of hot water. So I'm going to have my shave. There we go, all balanced. Here's my towel. And then I'm going upstairs, guys. Right, so let's see how long I've got on my washing machine. That's the second load in now. I've got 50 minutes left on the washing machine, so probably by the time I've got myself all ready and come back downstairs again, that would probably be about time to hang that up and I'll get another load in. That's good. Things are going well today. Right, I'm going to sign out now, guys. I'm going to get upstairs, have my shave, put my makeup on, and next time you see me, I should hopefully be having a cup of tea. Right, I shall speak to you guys in a minute. Okay, bye-bye.